everyone's having a great day, whichever day you're watching this. I hope this video has found you in the best mood, best predicament, and overall the best spirit. Um, in today's video, we're going to be going over how to actually run a Python program using Visual Studio Code. And if you guys haven't used Visual Studio Code before, that's okay. I'll leave a link in the description below so you guys can download, or you can just use another, environment if you like. But basically, the same rules in this video is going to apply to pretty much any environment that you choose to conduct your work into. I'm just using Visual Studio Code for this particular video because that's the one I like. All right. So without further ado, once you have Visual Studio Code open, the first thing you're going to want to do is open a new folder, or create a new folder, I should say. We're going to name this folder, let's just name this folder Python 1. We're going to open this. I'm going to say yes, I trust this parent. And now you see our folder is created, Python 1 in the corner. Now, once we create that folder, the next thing we're going to want to do, if you guys haven't done it already, is go over to your extensions, and you're going to want to install Python, and you can just type in Python in the extension bar and it'll be the first one to pop up. And once you install it, it's going to look similar to this. It's going to have a disable button and uninstall button and a switch to pre-release version button. Because I already have it installed, I already have the settings already in Visual Studio Code, so I don't have to worry about installing it again. Another extension that we're going to want to focus on is Pylance. Pylance is going to work with Python to run, any Python program. So just make sure you have those two extensions downloaded within Visual Studio Code before actually running any program. Now, if you're working with another IDE, some IDEs may already have Python pre-installed or different language models pre-installed, so you may not have to worry about that. But for Visual Studio Code specifically, you're going to want to have these two extensions installed. All right, so now that we got those two extensions installed, we can hop back over to our folder, and there's nothing here, right? As you see, there's nothing here. It's just a blank. So the next thing we're going to want to do is actually run the Python interpreter. And in order to do that, all you'll have to do is just click at the top search bar, put in, a greater than sign, or you can simply, as you can see, Visual Studio Code already has commands for you to pre-select. So you're going to want to select show and run commands, and then you're going to want to type in Python interpreter. And below, you're going to want to select Python interpreter, and then use Python from the default interpreter, and boom, you're officially set up to run Python program. The next thing we have to do is create an actual Python file, and all we have to do is right click in our workspace, select new file, and we can type in, let's say, new Python file .py. All right, boom, we just created a Python file. It's super important to make sure you add the .py at the end, because if you don't, VS Code won't recognize that it's a Python code or a Python program. So just keep in mind to make sure that you add the py at the end. And now we can just type in a simple command, right, in Python. Let's type in print hello universe. because so many people say hello world, but we're gonna say hello universe. All right, and done. Boom. So boom, we're done. We just wrote our first Python program, and in order to program already written out, we're gonna want to go to the top right, and we'll see a play button. And when we hit that play button, it's going to run our Python file, and boom, our Python file is working, as you can see. Now, if you wanted to make this program live, what you can do is actually go over to ports, and if you have a port you want to forward it to, you can simply put that port number in here, and you'll have the ability to open it up live. And when you open it up live, you'll just click on this small, satellite button at the bottom, and it'll open up a new browser within your computer, and you'll be able to see it. So that concludes my Python tutorial on how to run Python code in VS Code specifically. Stay tuned. I got a bunch of videos coming up, regarding code, regarding anything you guys want to see. If you can dream it, you can code it. I'm out. Peace.